Not only are we proud to have a Catholic pro-life pregnancy center here in the greater Houston area, but we also have a Catholic senior living community. It's called St. Dominic Village, and they do a lot more than just provide a residence for Catholic seniors. So to talk more about that, here in the studio, we have John Connolly. He is the new interim CEO of St. Dominic Village. John, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your being on here on Catholic Lunch Break. New leadership position for you. We appreciate your making Catholic Lunch Break one of your first interviews here on this.
I appreciate it, and I'm happy to be here, Wyatt.
Sure. Well, tell me, again, for people who don't know anything about St. Dominic Village, tell me a little bit about it. What is it?
Sure. St. Dominic Village is a senior living community located in the Texas Medical Center. It's owned and operated by the Archdiocese of Galveston-Houston. We provide various levels of care, whether it's independent living, assisted living, rehab, and long-term care in the nursing center, as well as a priest residence. It is home to anywhere from 18 to 24 priests who are retired.
Which is important because I know spirituality, having that option is so important. I know I've visited the Warren Chapel there, which is sort of the spiritual heart there. How important is that, having those elements there, the priest there, the chapel right there for all of those residents, people who visit?
I think it's very important. Our residents enjoy the fact that they can have daily mass, both in the nursing center. They can be moved over to the chapel, but our assisted living and independent living residents can come down each day and have daily mass. In the nursing home, some of them come over on Wednesday, and some of them enjoy mass on Wednesday and Sunday in the nursing center itself. In addition to the chapel, we have a chapel in the nursing home as well.
Very good. Like you said, there are so many programs that you do. There's the rehabilitation, nursing, all kinds of things. My understanding, though, is that at St. Dominic Village, there's been a bit of renovations that have been going on as well.
Correct. Spearheaded by the board and with the help of the Archdiocese, we've recently completed a $2 million renovation to the skilled nursing facility, but also independent living to make it a more welcoming, more home-like for our residents.
And I know that, like you said, you have the backing of the Archdiocese, continued backing of the Cardinal. Bishop Italo has visited there as well. Why do you think that St. Dominic Village is so important to the Archdiocese that they continue to promote all the efforts that you guys do?
Well, many dioceses and archdioceses across the country have abandoned senior living, and Cardinal DiNardo has made it clear that this is an important ministry of the church, and that I guess that's where the support comes from.
Sure, and I do want to ask you about your own interest in this, John. I know you yourself come from a Catholic background. How did you get involved with St. Dominic Village, and what was the interest for you?
I was asked approximately 11 years ago by the then CFO, David Hessel, to take a look and see if I could be of help. And did a consulting tenure there for a year, helped fix some things, and we brought in the next CEO to continue things onward. I live 3 miles away from it.
Really close.
Yeah, so it's very easy for me to get over there.
So what does being the CEO involve? What all are going to be your responsibilities?
A lot.
To say the least, right?
Yeah, senior living, you have a list on Monday, and on Friday your list is longer. And,
right.
But to coordinate the team, I have leaders in the skilled nursing facility. I have leaders in senior living, and we have leaders in the priest residence. But you referenced earlier how Catholic it is. It vitalizes the community. It inspires us. For example, we have a deaf mass every Sunday. So there's a deaf ministry in the Catholic Church, and to go in there as someone who doesn't have a hearing loss, and for a change, I can't communicate because I can't sign, and to walk in their shoes. So there's activities like that going on all the time.
Sure, and I can imagine so, because you would point out to me that the St. Dominic Village is an employer of 200 plus people. I mean, that's a lot.
It is. And that's inspiring in itself.
Right.
We have some great stories that come out of that. Our director of nursing is an immigrant from Africa, came to the U.S., became a CNA, became an LVN, became an RN, and now he's our director of nursing. We have another African immigrant who was an LVN for the last 20 years, decided that she wants to become a nurse practitioner and is training to become a nurse practitioner. And there's stories going on across the campus like that.
what kind of stories do you hear back from those employers who serve others? They serve the residents. They may serve somebody who is deaf, for example. What kind of feedback do you get from them with all the effort that they have to do?
It's our job to remind them how difficult their job, as difficult their job is. Part of their payment is
Mhm.
they are doing God's work. They do some of the chores and that people can't do for themselves, and to provide dignity to people at the end, but also to enhance their lives who are still drive a car, go to the store, and give them a good place to live.
Sure. It's going to be a busy 2024 with you guys. You had given me a list of just a number of different events that are going on. Just give me a quick recap here because there are a lot.
Sure, sure. The next big event for us is the Bishop Rosado golf outing.
Okay.
It supports our mission, but it also recognizes a great man who was a great friend to our community, St. Thomas grad, and he was also a happy golfer.
Okay, very good. So we got that coming up. That's the one in March.
Yeah, that's March 20th. It's 20th anniversary on March 20th. It's easy to remember.
Okay, very good. I've also seen here we got an evening with the bishops coming up later.
Yeah, so Evening with the Bishop has morphed over the years. Originally, it was a sit-down dinner with the cardinal and a few bishops, and now it's turned into a big event where you get to mingle with the bishops in the archdiocese, but also our neighboring diocese, as well as the cardinal.
Okay, so that's coming up. Give me the date on that. Looks like.
Uh,
Right,
I'm
is
supposed
that
to have this
May
memorized.
15th? No, it's
May
May
15th.
May 15th for that one. Okay,
Yeah, and that's at the Junior League,
Okay.
and there's still tables available.
very good. Excellent. Well, just to wrap up our interview here, I do want to ask you about just the mission and the final values of St. Dominic Village. For people who want to check it out, what is the central message that you would say if people want to really know about what's at the heart of what you guys do?
Sure. Our mission statement is caring for our elders with the compassion of Christ. But it's not only our elders, it's their family members. There's various levels of abilities of our residents. Some are at the end of their life, and others still have quite a few chapters to write. So to provide a place for those that are still thriving, but also to be compassionate toward the family members who are struggling with their mom or dad.
Very good. So if they want to check out, the website is St. Dominic Village or stdominicvillage.org. You can call 713-741-8722. John Connolly, the new interim CEO of St. Dominic Village, thank you so much for being here and giving us a quick recap. Like I say, it's going to be a busy 2024 for you guys.
Thank you, Wyatt. And the only thing I will add is you had mentioned Lent, and if you're looking for something to do, we have plenty of need for volunteers, whether it's to be a friend or to wheel residents to Mass, but we always need help.
That's a good point to mention as well. Lent is a good opportunity to volunteer. John Connolly, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Wyatt.